To honor Juneteenth, I have an excerpt that's appropriate from Rosemary Now and Then to share. At the rehab center where my mother stayed on occasion, the ambulatory patients were able to choose where they were going to sit during lunch. She stood at the doorway and scanned the room and noticed that people had chosen to segregate themselves based on ethnicity and gender. So she walked over to a table where two black men were waiting their meals and asked to join them. They welcomed her, and as I wandered off to fill in forms at the office, I heard her propose a toast, and the three of them raised their tumblers, their plastic tumblers, and she said, "To the witnesses," clunk, clunk, clunk. So here we go. After lunch, I fetch my mother and inquire about the witnesses she toasted. "Longfellow," is all she says. Clueless, I write it off to an indecipherable dementia remark. So many incidental comments Mom makes fly over my head unnoticed, like magnificent frigate birds. On the next subject, I ask why she selected that particular table. Rosemary gazes into the unseen distance, cocks her head, her mouth twists, her eyes narrow and squints, and I worry she might be in pain or having another stroke. Instead, she launches into a resolute activist mode and says, "I refuse to be party to any sort of segregation." The best she knows how, Rosemary had staged a one-woman crusade for racial and gender equality. But her unconditional respect goes beyond a mere luncheon gesture. It is impossible to be untouched by the water in which we wade. To swim against currents of drowning injustice is never futile. If enough people act, civility survives. Every effort has a cumulative effect. Years after my mother's death, I will better appreciate her cafeteria rebellion. Thumbing through the tattered pages of her Longfellow poetry book, I come upon The Witnesses, about enslaved people whose skeletons, still shackled, watch from the ocean floor.